Welcome back. This morning in our Sunday Spotlight, Erik Estrada, the actor best known for his role as Officer Frank Poncherello in the hit TV show CHiPs, is hosting a new show being filmed in Connecticut. It's called Divine Renovation. Erik Estrada joins us from New Hartford, where he is shooting part of this Do Good docuseries. Erik, welcome. Thank you for being with us here on CT23.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having us. This is our second season. The first season we shot in Wilmington, North Carolina. The show hasn't even aired yet, and we got picked up for a second season. We'll be airing on the air, streaming on Amazon and a bunch of other streamers, July the 3rd. So we're here in beautiful Torrington, Connecticut, Southbury, and we're all over the area, and the people have been really gracious and very nice, really kind, and our show is a show about kindness, really, and humility and compassion for your fellow man. We'll come into a city and do 6 episodes, and we'll pick 6 different venues. We started with Fish. It's a shelter pantry where they feed 3 times a day many people. They also house veterans, and we'll come in and we'll fix their kitchen. We'll get them a new freezer if they need it. We'll fix a backyard. We put a new flagpole up, and this is what we do, and then we expose what they do to everyone. And then we move to another one. Now we're at the mom's home here, and we in Torrington, and they have a child that is handicapped, has some issues. So we, as you can see, that ramp, we put that ramp in for the child. He's in a wheelchair, and we opened the bathroom, made it wider, bigger, more usable, so he has more access, easy access to everything in the bathroom comfortably. And we help people, and we love doing what we do. This is what we do. This is basically the show. It's certainly Divine Renovation is called.
It's certainly a great cause, and we've seen so many shows pop up with the idea of doing renovations, big or small. But does the ability for you to take, you know, the celebrity from your days on CHiPs and all your other acting credits to be able to use it for this kind of cause? You're not just fixing up homes, but doing good at the same time. Is that real gratifying for you to be able to have that big megaphone because of Ponch and everything you've accomplished?
Well, let's go past Ponch, before Ponch. My first movie was a movie called The Cross and the Switchblade. Okay, Pat Boone played the cross, I played the switchblade. The fella I played today is he received Jesus, and he's out there bringing more people to Christ today than when he was a gang leader back in the day in the 50s. So I started in the Christian film genre, and here I am. I was 19 then, I'm 74 now, right here today, and here I am with Divine Renovation, sort of like bookends and everything that happened in the middle. And my reason for being involved with Divine Renovation is my way to say thank you to God for all that He's blessed me with through the years, all the good things He's helped me with, and all the bad things He's got me out of.
Which are important as well. That's important too. Tell us your impressions. And a lot of people, you know, with Torrington being tucked up in northwestern Connecticut, there's tons of our viewers who have probably never been there. Having covered news in the state for so many years, I have, and it's a cool little city if you haven't been. What's your impressions as you've been around? You went to the shelter. I know you've been to some other charities. Tell us about your time in northwestern Connecticut.
Well, it's been beautiful here. It is beautiful here right now. The pollen knocked me out for a few days, but now we're good. The weather's turning. It's very crisp and beautiful, and there are a lot of great little places. There's one place called the Nutmeg Fudge Factory Company in downtown Torrington, and I went in there the other day to thank them because they developed it's an ice cream parlor place. It's wonderful. Great ice cream, great candies. But they advertised on Instagram the chocolate chip, chocolate milkshake, Ponch Estrada, Ponch Erik Estrada milkshake, and they're giving half the proceeds from now to the end of June to the Fish organization that is a food pantry, homeless shelter. So get out here, come to Torrington, get yourself a milkshake. You can't believe it. delicious. And half the cost of it will go to a wonderful cause. And there's so many fine restaurants here. The people are wonderful. I mean, they will come up to you and say hello, and very gracious. And it's a beautiful place to come and hang out. Lots to do here.
Let me ask you this. Last week on our show, we had Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy, our U.S. Senator, and one of the big things he's worried about is loneliness in our communities. Okay. And he talked a lot about the lack of participation in churches being one of the things, sort of that social fabric has gone away. People are instead just looking at their phones and more isolated. You're using churches as part of this show. That's how you're kind of connecting communities. Do you think that's an important thing, and is that part of the message of this show?
Well, America was beautiful while that was being used in the past, right? And today's kind of different. Got to bring it back. Just got to bring it back. Got to get it out there again, so people can indulge in going to church and hanging out and expressing their feelings and being more social than looking at the cell phones 24/7.
Now, tell us again, you did it at the beginning, but tell us again when people can see it. I know the Wilmington episodes that were shot last year are getting ready to air now, and then the Torrington will be in spring of 24, right? How do people find you?
Yeah. Okay. First of all, December the 1st, we're going to be at the Warner Theater here in Torrington for a charity fundraiser. We're going to have a red carpet, and we're going to have an hour or so of the first season to watch. Okay? So it's a big charity function. It's going to be great. It's sponsored by the Torrington Bank, the one that's 155 years old there in Torrington. And you can find us July the 3rd. We start streaming. We're going to start with Amazon. You can find us there, and then you'll find us on other streaming channels. So that's where you can find us. You can't miss this. It'll be fun. It's heartwarming, and it's good for your soul.
All right, good for your soul, and it's got a Connecticut connection as well. And maybe you can grab a milkshake before you head over to the Warner Theater in December. All for a good cause. Erik Estrada, we appreciate you being on the show.
All right. I had it yesterday. Thank you.
All right, thanks for being with us. That is CT23 for this week. CBS Sunday Morning is next. Have a great rest of this holiday weekend. We will, of course, meet you back here in Studio A next Sunday morning.